All right, I'm Mike Moreno, reporting for DamoWildcats.com, and joined right now by our head men's and women's tennis coach, Stephen Beatty. And Coach, I guess we'll start with the men. The men wrapped up their short fall season last week with a 9-0 win over Houghton last Thursday. Finished up the fall at 3-1 overall. So I guess you want to just give me your thoughts on the men's team as they wrapped up the fall, and looking forward to the more involved spring season.
Yeah, the men's team was very impressive this fall. They definitely did really well. The one match we did lose is a 5-4 loss to Walsh, a team we lost to 8-1 last year. So, I mean, it's obviously a huge improvement. And I think that this really sets us up well for the spring. And as long as we, stay healthy and, and stay on course, we should be setting up for a great spring. I think we only had 6 wins last year. You might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I think we had 6 last year, and we already have 3 in the fall. So, I mean, we're on course to have a very, good season. We're going to, have 3 now, and we only had 6 last year. So it should be very exciting.
I think an exciting fall for them. I think that's a good word, with Mark Weitengruber setting the program record for combined wins between singles and doubles play, and he's off to a 7-2 start in singles play this season, and then also your German guys Fabian Wild and Tim George among the top contributors as well, with 5-3 singles records. So a lot to look forward to in the spring for the men, for sure. On the women's side, their fall season continues. A 2-1 record in recent matches since the last time we talked. 7-2 win over Houghton. Followed that up with a 7-0 loss against Division I Niagara last Friday, and then just one match in Pennsylvania earlier this week. Some weather caused the cancellation of your match at Shippensburg, so a 9-0 win yesterday at Millersville. Sets you guys up. You're at 7-6 overall. This is the first time the women's team has had 7 wins in the fall season. So, where do you feel that the team is at right now?
Yeah, I think we're definitely doing well. I think, we've had a very balanced schedule, so it's been very good for us. Obviously playing Houghton and Niagara, then Millersville, it's been kind of, 3 completely different spectrums. Niagara was even though we lost 7-0 to them, Lewis had a good match there, had game points, make it 5-all second set, and Gretchen actually was down, I think it was 6-1, 5-3, battled back, won the second set, and then actually lost 15-13 in the third set tiebreak, and it was up 9-5. So, had chances to get that point there. But, in Millersville yesterday, it was a very routine match for us. It was a very business-like match. We mixed up the doubles a little bit just because we go into these last 4 matches are conference matches, and I want to maybe see what we're going to do, if we're going to mix things up a little bit for the doubles, what we're going to do. So
your 3 freshmen, we've talked about them a lot. They continue to lead the way. Christina Stasiak at 11-6 in singles play, Larissa Yuen at 10-7, and Giovanna Pascalin at 9-7. All 3 of them are kind of chasing the team record for singles wins by a freshman, which is Gretchen Ringler's record at 13. So kind of all 3 of them are closing in on that mark. Who's going to get there first?
Yeah, I definitely think that all 3 of them are actually going to potentially break that this year. I think that would be super cool if they all did that. But I do think that it's going to just come down to matchups, really. I think Tina, obviously, right now is only 2 away from that. I know Haley Scanlon had the program record for 14 wins last year in the single season. I think that all 3 of them could beat that too. So it's just going to be, I guess, who steps up and wins these matches. At we only have 4 matches left in the fall. We have maybe 6 in the spring. So we have time. It's only 2 or 3 matches away. So I think that if they can do it, it's just that who's going to step up and get those wins.
We've talked a lot about the 3 freshmen, and maybe not quite as much about some of the veterans, and definitely want to bring them up now, and Gretchen Ringler being the first. She won her 38th career singles match in the win over Millersville yesterday. She's second all time. She's been second all time in team history for singles wins for quite a while, but starting to maybe close the gap on Haley Scalen's all-time record at 47. I don't know if it's quite within reach, but if she puts a run together here, she's going to get awful close.
Yeah, she can just, keep her confidence she's been having and really, just stay calm in these matches. I think she's going to surprise herself. I think she already has kind of surprised herself a lot this year with some of the wins that she's had. And hopefully she's going to get as close as she can to that. I think that, like I said, Haley set a very high bar, and I think that, she's done a good job of catching that. But I think, like you said, it's going to be close. But hopefully she can, she's going to do as well as she can. So.
And then Jess Robbins, her fellow North Tonawanda native, Jess picked up her 28th career singles win yesterday at Millersville. That took her from 5th all-time up to 3rd. She leapfrogged Shayla Iverson and Carly Hollins, who were tied for 3rd with 27 singles wins. So good to see Jess kind of get back on track. She'd gotten off to a little bit of a slow start individually, so it's good to see her have some success.
Yeah, I mean, she's super talented. She's also sometimes struggles with confidence a little bit, but she has done a much better job of, the last few matches really just, playing her game and doing better. And I think that, again, she can also chase down Gretchen. Maybe next year she's got one more year left, so we'll see if she can, chase these people down, as the team's getting better, it's going to push her to get better. So hopefully she can put the work in, in the spring and then next year and come back ready to go next year too. So.
Well, this program is still young. This is only the 6th season of varsity tennis here for Damon, and I think that's a sign of the way a program builds is when somebody leaves, like Haley, you've got someone coming behind her that's trying to chase her down like Gretchen, and then as you said, when Gretchen leaves next year, hopefully it'll be Jess chasing her down as well. So I think it's a sign of a building.
And the freshmen too, I think they already are on track to even pass Haley. I mean, if they keep doing what they're doing, I think the rest right now, actually, out of the 3 freshmen, has the most combined. She's already at 20, I think, between singles and doubles. So she's already at 20. She can get to 25 by the end of this her freshman year. She's going to be chasing down 100, and that would be probably the first person ever to do that. So they have a lot of goals to set and hopefully record. So.
Well, just looking ahead to the weekend, the women's team will play 2 road matches. You got a league match at St. Thomas Aquinas Saturday and a non-league match at Caldwell Sunday. You mentioned it. 3 out of the last 4 matches are of the fall season are league matches. You guys will come back next week with a pair of home league matches with NYIT and LIU Post coming here. So we are going to wish you the best of luck this weekend on the road. We'll get back together and chat before those home matches next week. And as always, we will have you covered with all the information you need at DamonWildcats.com.
Thank you.